everyone, welcome back to today's episode of News Commentary. So today's topic is about something interesting, sexual crimes. Okay, so we'll start with our first article, which is the article that breaks through the whole of Singapore, right? It's about the TADA OnlyFans article. Okay, so let's dive down into it. Okay, so everyone knows that he was charged in court, so why an OnlyFans creator could go to jail for posting nudes. Okay, so let's read the article. I haven't read it, so we read it together. Okay, so at just 22, he is one of the Singapore's most successful OnlyFans creator. Thousands subscribe to him to buy and sell original content, best known for explicit adult content. And then Tita Slow posts nude photos and videos of himself. But in December last year, he was arrested and charged with transmitting obscene materials, making him the first OnlyFans creator to face prosecution in Singapore. Okay, so just curious, why is he the only one when so many others post obscene stuff as well? Okay, so if found guilty, could face months in jail. So under Singapore's law, right, the Singapore's Penal Code, it's illegal to transmit any obscene materials by electronic means or take part in, receive profits from any business where such materials are transmitted. So you cannot send people nudes and you cannot earn money from nudes also. So technically speaking, it means it's actually against the law to actually send a nude photo to someone, even if it's consensual. Okay. Then this case obviously caused a lot of buzz. Nobody knows that it's actually illegal to send nude photos of yourself to someone else. Okay, and also bring up questions on what it means for local OnlyFans creators. Okay, so they reached out to OnlyFans but did not receive any response. Okay, so his journey on OnlyFans only began 6 months ago, struggling to make ends meet. That's why he used the site. Then he thought it was a consensual thing, so he don't think there was any problem. But in October last year, 5 officers arrived at his house to confiscate all his stuff. Okay, so they received a report. So I don't know who is the one who reported him, probably a hater. Then say transmit obscene materials through his account. Then warned not to access the account, but he continued posting. So he tried to get back his account because he was dependent on it for his expenses. And then on November, police came to his house again, seized all his phone and stuff. And then more than a month later, he was told to go to the police station. So would be charged and arrested. Felt very scared. Okay, 2 charges. First for transmitting, and then failing to comply with the order not to access the account. Okay. So obviously the Singapore OnlyFans creator community was worried lah. One local creator who goes by her name Lucy Today estimates that citywide has about 100 local creators afraid of getting arrested. Very frustrating to think that the government is criminalizing what we do with our sexuality when nobody is being harmed. Okay, feel like they are being persecuted for victimless crime. So this is her words, not my words. Okay, she adds that nobody from OnlyFans had reached out to her, warning her of a possible risk of using such a platform. So hope that police don't come after her lah. Yeah. So anyway, unless a complaint is made against them, so a hater, then usually you can still continue to make content if nobody report you. Yeah. Because police do not engage in intrusive surveillance of social media platforms. So don't get any haters, which is extremely hard in the social media scene, as everyone knows. Okay. Yep. So anytime you can get a super hater and then report you. Okay. Whether transmit by Snapchat, OnlyFans or whatever site, right, it still falls under that section. So beware, WhatsApp, Telegram, all affected. Basically don't send any nudes or obscene stuff lah. Okay, it's largely a taboo in Singapore because Singapore is still a conservative society and gay sex still technically a crime. And then so making transmitting and sharing obscene material is widely accepted as not being accord with the moral standards and norms of Singapore. And when asked if any plans for the law to be revised in future, the government will regularly review. So question mark. obviously any day you can be arrested if you are obscene creator. Yeah, so even if you take like nude photographs, right, and you transmit to each other, technically you're breaking the law already. Okay, so back in his home, we'll focus on other social medias until you hear back from the verdict. If found guilty, will be a turning point for local creators, and if the government decides to jail him, he's thinking that all the other local fan creators will go underground. Yeah, so he says that he wants to move overseas in future if this happens. Okay. Yeah. Next article. So like I mentioned, it's going to be all sexual related crimes. So this is the second article that I've chosen. So this is quite recent, today actually. A teacher actually plead guilty to filming students and colleagues in male toilets. So the thing is, this teacher is male, filming other male teachers and colleagues. Okay, so it's like you can't even be safe from teachers nowadays. Okay, film in his condominium clubhouse. Oh my god, he was caught because he was filming a policeman. Then the 49-year-old was caught. He was found to have video recordings of at least 3 teachers and 2 students from the secondary school where he taught. But then I thought teachers don't really share toilets with students, so why did he go into the... I mean, how did he find reason to go into the students' toilet, right? I mean, it's good lah to have a separate toilet from the students, so there's no such thing happening. Okay, then he plead guilty. Yep, gag order has been imposed, so nobody knows who this guy. Because there were victims lah, so the victims are below a certain age, there's a gag order. The police officer, who is an investigation officer, was at the toilet after a swim and encountered the accused man. After showering, he dried himself and then with a towel at a bench while naked. Oh, so he was in the toilet naked. Okay, thought he was like naked near the pool. Confused me. Okay, so the man, right, pretend to look for his condo access card but placed his mobile phone in front of himself instead, with his camera lens angled at the officer to record video. Then stood at a nearby bench to ostensibly look for his access card, but was actually filming a victim. The 16-second video captured the victim's face and bare genitals. After the man left, the police officer followed him as he felt the man was behaving suspiciously. He went to his family member's unit and collected his police warrant before conducting a search on the person. So he found the accused at night, identified himself as police officer, told his suspicions. Victim handed over his phone and both headed to a guardhouse. So the victim didn't resist, he just pleaded guilty and asked to give another chance. But the victim briefed the security officers of what happened and asked the accused to unlock his phone. The first thing on scene was the video recording of the guy. The victim then saw other similar videos, then lodged a police report. So total, you know, this guy has like how many videos? 117 videos, like a teacher having so many videos. Oh my god. Okay, so towards the end of 2017, female students, devices seized, so many videos. Yeah, so during an interview with a government secretary, the man claimed that he would watch the films again, transfer the laptop to view on bigger screen, claimed that he would feel guilty and delete the films for fear of being caught. So he actually deleted some films already, is it? So he deleted some films and more than 117 videos lah. Seems like it. Okay, next article. 19-year-old jailed and fined for filming male student showering. So again, another male filming. Not only females are at risk, males are also at risk. Okay, so a guy filming and a guy lah. So yeah, film male student at MDIS. 19 years old only eh. Yeah, jailed 3 months. Plead guilty. Police caught the scene. Nothing incriminating found. However, 3 days later, good suspicion tracked him down and then gone in the shower with and filmed. So he was, the people of the rich suspicion of him still continue lah. So he cannot stop himself obviously. In the office, this kind of folder of 39 male clips. So if you ever find a person filming, obviously they have more than 1 clip lah. They have many clips. Okay. 2 video clips in which filmed himself. Oh, he filmed himself naked as well. Okay, so he, other than filming himself, he also filmed other people lah. Okay, so he liked to film because he get aroused seeing their private parts and liked the thrill of doing something he knew was illegal. Okay, so this one like to do crimes and like to look at people's private part. Okay, but the thing about like filming people in toilet, right, showering is still okay, but like filming people while they are pooping or peeing, right, I really don't understand. It's like, oh, it's not a nice scene and then you still want to film them. Okay, but never mind. Yup, so film, and then he said he's remorseful and truly sorry. Oh my god. Okay, so probation usually offered to first time offenders, but he's not really first time offender, right? Because he's like took so many videos. I don't know why it's fine as first time offenders. Okay, but because he had so he's reoffended and does not have local roots, so they send him to jail lah. So he desires to continue his education, obtain his degree, tries to do better in life. Bright future ahead of you, so can still continue to school at MDIS. Okay. For voyeurism, Tang could be jailed up to 2 years, fine, caned, or receive any conviction. For being obscene film, could have jailed. Okay lah, this is similar as the Titus Low sentence. I mean, Titus Low doesn't have any sentence, but yeah, similar to what he might experience. Okay, another one, man jailed for stealing women's underwear from Bedouin flats. So this one very common lah. Let's read about this article. Aircon technician sentenced to 9 months and 1 week. Okay, so he take the panties and then he will wear them and masturbate while fantasizing about having sex. Okay, that's the point of stealing underwears. Okay. So in their efforts to catch him, they installed pinhole camera outside one of the housing units, but the guy actually know about the camera and junked the camera. Okay. Pay compensation for the damaged camera. Began stealing clothing at April last year, continued until he was nabbed in December. On at least 3 occasions, he went to a unit at night, stretched his hand through the opening of the unit. So they didn't hang their panties outside, they hang the panties inside. But he going to stretch his hand into the house, right, and steal the panties and bras and other assaulted female undergarments. Okay, so okay, they even say the value of the clothing, $50, belonged to 3 women, aged 26 and 31. So aside from stealing the woman's clothes, also steal men. Oh, so it's not only a sexual thing. He want to really steal clothes lah. He don't have clothes, I think. Stole 2 pairs of men Levi jeans, valued at $100. Left them hanging. Okay lah. So he's not. But the masturbation part is a bit weird lah. Okay. So really, he's a thief lah. Had an urge to steal undergarments. Camera not recovered. Okay, arrested. 50 pieces of stolen clothing. Okay. Wow. Okay, another one, NUS student who stole lingerie. I believe this is very common in halls, like you find your undergarments disappearing and then nobody knows about it, where it went to. Okay, so jailed for 6 weeks only for stealing women's underwear. Final year at NUS, trespass on female-only floors. Caught after student returning from a room confronted him and he ran away. So it follows the high-profile case of Miss Monica Bay, who was secretly filmed by a male NUS student while taking a shower. So obviously, the school does not really impose huge sanctions on people who committed such crimes. Yeah, so there was a huge hoo-ha back in I can't remember when was it. Was it 2 years ago or 1 year ago? Okay. Anyway, the person trespassed on grounds of the hostel multiple times and stealing a variety of female undergarments. Entered female room to steal a black brassiere, I don't know how to pronounce. Okay, stick into another hostel room. Also, he also went into the room to steal, not only outside. So a maroon bra and 2 pairs of panties. Okay, so many different brands. And then was traced from a CCTV. So we'll bring the undergarments home, keep them in a drawstring bag, sometimes taking out and touching them when he becomes aroused. Okay, very weird. Okay. Oh, so the person did not even live in that hostel block, but was familiar with the layout as he has resided there during the orientation. Okay. He was very careful when he went to rooms, and victims were not in the habit of locking their doors. Okay, this one very common. I also know a friend who didn't lock their hostel door lah. Yeah. And underwear misplaced, so people don't know lah. So accused intruded directly in the hostel room and violated a sense of security that any student should have. Okay. Yup. Oh, so he actually has a scholarship. Wow. What a waste of a scholarship. Really makes me wonder, like, who are all these scholarships going to, right? Okay, now we come to the last article. Ex-NIE trainee teacher jailed for sexually exploiting secondary 3 student who spent night at the home. So, another teacher case. It's shocking because we put our trust in teachers because we want our children to feel safe with them, but nope. Okay, so let's move on to the article. So I completed a training program beginning giving private lessons to the student and got into a relationship when she was 15 and she would stay overnight at his home. Mother grew suspicious because she's not home one morning. Okay, I mean if they're in a relationship, maybe, I mean at 15, probably maybe able to think for themselves. Okay lah, I mean this is only 1%, I don't think it's as bad as the other one. So I feel that this should be less criminal than the rest because maybe these two are really in love. Okay, so private lessons and exploiting her, snuck out of home every week to spend time with him. Okay, so it's consensual, but because under 18 it's not consensual. Oh, he later admitted to authority he knew the relation was wrong on many levels, saw it temporary with expiration date. He had a girlfriend, so okay. Not acceptable anymore. Okay, 27-year-old man jailed. Wow, this guy is younger than me. Lost his job at NIE, now works as a private hire driver. So plead guilty. Cannot be named, protect the... Okay, so taught at the victim's school, and then part of his NIE training program was assigned to teach the girls' class in one subject. Then the girl and the schoolmates were in secondary 3 consulting him on another subject, exchanged contact details with the victim during one of these consultation sessions, and then the pair began to contact each other more frequently and confided him about issues that she faced in school, including her worries about the future, and then soon began speaking every day about personal life. So completed a training, no longer teaching at school, offered to be a tutor. Parents gave her permission because then he began giving her private lessons. Initially held in a home, but he and the girl then agreed to have lessons at his home instead. Okay, so don't anyhow let your child go to the teacher's home. Okay, spend night at the accused's home, develop a liking. December 2019, began to wait for family to go to bed and sneak out home to spend the night at his. 15 years old. Okay, in their time together, watch movie, play game, cuddle and sleep. Attend occasional engage in intimate activities such as kissing. Remain there about 4 AM. Go private hire car to take her home. Wow. The one day, the girl's mother woke up at 6:50 and found the victim missing. Tried to call her phone but cannot contact her. Feels something amiss. Contact. Wow, why should she know to contact the tutor? Okay. He ignored the message and only responded after the girl had left his home, feigning ignorance, and asked the mother if she needed him to check on her. When the girl returned home, she kept silent where she had been. She eventually revealed to her aunt that she liked her tutor. The girl's mother, who decided to make a police report, accused admitted the girl was too young to make sound decisions, as the victim teacher was supposed to play the role of a nurturer and educator, but instead exerted a morally corrupting influence. Okay. Say that a mitigating factor is significantly assisting the girl's studies. Okay, deeply remorseful, grew up in a dysfunctional family. Okay. Yup. Emotionally stunted. Yeah, so that's the end of the article. So actually I was like really shocked when I saw the news about OnlyFans creator being charged in court, because I really didn't know that about this transmission of obscene stuff is not allowed. I mean, I believe there are a lot of people transmitting obscene stuff. As long as nobody reports you, you are fine. But as long as someone reports you, you are not fine. Okay, so with like Tinder and like CMB or like any other dating websites out there, right, I believe like many people actually exchange obscene photo before they meet each other and stuff. So this is terribly common. So I didn't know that it's actually an offense. It's really something new that I learned lah. And I mean, I feel that if you make a business out of this Actually, yeah, it's obscene photo. I feel that it maybe should be a crime. I don't know. I'm not against it whether it's a crime or not, but it's like still kind of shocking to know that such a law exists lah. Yeah. Okay, that's the end of today's news commentary episode. Thank you everyone for watching this, and see you next time. Bye bye.